Can I ask you a bit more about your book? I'd like to know, sort of a little bit more on how much you've written, are you involving people? Is there sort of any particular characters?
I do take images of people like you're in there.
Oh, am I?
I'm
probably about my most
Don't
nastiest
you think she looks like
individual.
Queen Mary, old Queen Mary? She does.
They're too young to remember that.
Yes.
I'll have to keep my neck up straight so I can have
big
that
pearl necklace, but rather grand, and I've called her Eleanor, but Eleanor in the book is really Anne. Right? You see, and but the story is not Anne's, but it's in there, and I can only write by observing people, and that's why people avoid me. But no, if you're writing a book, you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that lovely film about India, the Marigold Hotel.
Yes, fantastic.
And Deborah, who wrote the original book, she's an observer of people. And every single one of those characters you and I have met in real life. We've all met a Maggie Smith. You've had your hips replaced, I'm waiting to have mine done, We're all the same. And those lovely lines like, give me a pen so I can mark it. Why? So that you don't do the wrong one.
Yes.
We've all made those comments and lived our lives like that.
So in this book, how many characters are there?
Well, it grows every day.
It grows every day.
Because I've set it in a community.
So we all have to hide round corners because you never know who you're going to choose next.
But I've set it it's a community of old people, obviously, because that's the way the story's going. But it's not... somebody could pick it up and not know
where it was set.
I've sort of set it in Cheshire somewhere, and it gravitates towards Manchester. And the seaside outing is to Scarborough.
Yes.
Now, do you remember when we went to Shropshire for the outing in the coach, and we ended up on a military air base in a fog? And it was hilarious.
It's a bit like the Marigold Hotel, isn't it?
Yes.
Going miles out of your way.
If you live with a group of old people, it happens all the time. Stupid. So this time it's the Leeds Bradford Airport.
Right.
And
in case they do with the Official Secrets Act or something like that.
And the officious man who'd caused the mistake, because he was determined to direct the driver, the poor driver Mr. Noel. He gets handcuffed to somebody's wheelchair at the back of the coach by the police so that he can't do it again. Now that's totally fictitious, but you have to mix the thing that happened in Shropshire. I mean, that was hilarious. We thought we were all going to be arrested.
That in itself could be a book in itself, couldn't it?
Yes, that day, it was just hilarious. And
a bit like a carry-on film.
And you make it into something different. And every one of those characters in that Marigold thing is taken from real life.
Yes.
You've seen them, you know them.
Yes.
I mean, the gay man who's all his life felt guilty, and they'd done nothing,
I think the best part from that
peace.
Film was the call centre.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that was absolutely brilliant, and I think that's what we should use. With all these horrible calls.
I once worked in a call centre. It was horrendous.
You're reading from a sheet?
No. Oh, it was horrendous, because I'm so efficient. I drive half an hour early and set myself up. And I didn't realise they were timing me from the moment I switched it on. And they're saying, but your average is not working out very well. And I said, but I've been here all day and I've done this and I'm not even taking a tea break and I'm trying to be... I hadn't a clue.
That you were being timed, sort of thing.
At that sort of business, I hadn't a clue.
No.
So was that your wage job?
Oh yes, it only lasted a short while, about 3 months. It killed me nearly.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. But I still think that one of the things I'm pleased about is that housing benefit and pension credit and these other things have released me from what was a lifetime of poverty.
I think we're the last generation that's ever going to benefit from anything like this now.
We're going to have a better old age than our grandparents and parents, because we have enough.
And the future generations, really, because there'll be nothing for them if they don't.
I don't waste my money, you know. I keep it very carefully, and I have very little superannuated pension, because I had to keep taking it out. When eventually my mother went into a nursing home, you know, I had to support her quite a lot, and everybody in my family has ended up. There's 7 of us. Every one of us had to look after an older person, over 80 and running into 96, and we've still got one alive who's 95. And the burden on an individual family, but I would say, if you can do it, don't put them in a nursing home, get a nurse in. But then that's a different argument. Well, she wouldn't want you there, would she, dear?
No, I wouldn't want to be there.
I'm going to stick it out here.
Yeah, thank you very much, Helen. I've totally enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful interview.